Imagine a peaceful night, stars twinkle above a quiet town, but something watches from the darkness above, something unseen, something unknown. This is how many UFO abduction stories begin. The question is, are these stories true? Or are they figments of our imaginations? These questions fueled countless debates, splitting public opinion and sparking controversy. The 1950s saw a spike in UFO sightings. But it was the following decade when abduction stories took center stage. People from all walks of life, from rural farmers to city dwellers, stepped forward. They shared strikingly similar stories, tales of waking up in unfamiliar places with hours of their lives unaccounted for. Many reported seeing strange beings, often described as gray-skinned humanoids with large black eyes. These beings, they claimed, communicated telepathically. They conducted experiments, often focused on the abductees' bodies and minds. The details were often hazy, lost in a fog of fear and confusion, yet certain patterns emerged, recurring themes that hinted at something beyond mere imagination. These stories weren't confined to one country or culture, they surfaced across the globe. From the United States to the Soviet Union, from Brazil to Japan, people shared chillingly similar experiences. This widespread phenomenon suggested that whatever was happening wasn't isolated. It was global in scale, leaving researchers and skeptics alike struggling for answers. One of the most compelling aspects of the abduction phenomenon is the sheer emotional weight carried by the witnesses. These are not stories told with a gleam in the eye or a thirst for attention. They're often whispered, hesitant, filled with a lingering terror that's hard to fake.
Many abductees recount their experiences with a palpable sense of dread, their voices trembling as they describe events that defy rational explanation. Take, for instance, the chilling testimony of Travis Walton, a young logger from Arizona. In 1975, Walton claimed to have been abducted while working with a logging crew. His co-workers, initially skeptical, were stunned when Walton vanished for 5 days. He reappeared, disoriented and traumatized, with a fragmented but terrifying story of his time aboard a strange craft.
Walton's story, while extreme, echoes the experiences of countless other alleged abductees. They speak of lost time, missing memories, and unexplained scars or marks on their bodies. Their stories are often met with skepticism and ridicule, further compounding their trauma. Many retreat into silence, choosing to keep their experiences private rather than face disbelief and judgment. The psychological impact of these alleged abductions is undeniable. Many abductees exhibit symptoms consistent with post-traumatic stress disorder or PTSD. They struggle with nightmares, anxiety, and flashbacks. The experience, often perceived as a violation, leaves them feeling vulnerable and alone.
Dr. John Mack, a Pulitzer Prize-winning psychiatrist from Harvard University, dedicated years to studying the abduction phenomenon. He concluded that many abductees were sincere in their beliefs and exhibited genuine psychological distress. He argued that their experiences, whether real or imagined, held profound meaning for them.
Neurological studies have also revealed intriguing anomalies in the brains of some abductees. EEG scans have shown unusual brainwave patterns, particularly during hypnotic regression sessions. These findings suggest that the brain may be processing these experiences differently than everyday memories. However, it's important to note that these studies are not conclusive. More research is needed to understand the full extent of the neurological impact of these encounters. Perhaps the most iconic abduction case is that of Betty and Barney Hill. In 1961, this American couple claimed to have been abducted while driving through the White Mountains of New Hampshire. Their story, filled with gaps in memory and strange dreams, became a sensation. It brought the abduction phenomenon into the national spotlight. Under hypnosis, the Hills recalled being taken aboard a disc-shaped craft. They described strange beings who subjected them to medical examinations. Betty even drew a star map under hypnosis, which she claimed depicted the being's home star system. While skeptics dismissed the map as a product of imagination, some researchers found it eerily similar to actual star clusters later discovered by astronomers. The Hill abduction, while controversial, had a profound impact on the study of UFOs. It highlighted the subjective and often fragmented nature of these experiences. It also raised questions about the role of memory, hypnosis, and the human mind in shaping our understanding of reality. The abduction phenomenon isn't just about individual stories. It's about the broader human relationship with the unknown. It taps into our deepest fears and desires, our hopes and anxieties about the universe and our place within it. For some, the idea of extraterrestrial life offers a sense of wonder and possibility. It expands our understanding of the cosmos and challenges our anthropocentric view of the world. For others, the abduction phenomenon serves as a modern-day mythology. It provides a framework for understanding the unexplainable, a way to cope with the anxieties of a complex and often unpredictable world. The belief in extraterrestrial visitors can provide comfort, a sense that we are not alone in the vastness of space. The cultural impact of the abduction phenomenon is undeniable. It has permeated popular culture, inspiring countless books, movies, and television shows. From The X-Files to Close Encounters of the Third Kind, these stories explore the boundaries of belief, the nature of reality, and the profound implications of contact with an intelligence beyond our own. Despite the compelling nature of many abduction accounts, skepticism remains widespread.
Critics argue that these stories are products of misidentified natural phenomena, sleep paralysis, or even mental illness. They point to the lack of physical evidence, the often contradictory nature of witness testimony, and the possibility of hoaxes or attention-seeking behavior.
Sleep paralysis, a condition where individuals temporarily experience paralysis while falling asleep or waking up, is often cited as a possible explanation for abduction experiences.
During sleep paralysis, people may experience hallucinations, a sense of pressure on the chest, and even the feeling of being watched or touched. While this can be a frightening experience, it is a well-documented neurological phenomenon with a rational explanation.
Skeptics also point to the fallibility of human memory. Memories are not like video recordings, they are malleable and subject to distortion over time.
The act of recalling a memory can actually alter it, introducing new details or reinterpreting old ones. This is particularly true for emotionally charged events, where stress and trauma can further impair memory accuracy.
While skepticism is important, it's also essential to approach the abduction phenomenon with an open mind. Dismissing every account as a hoax or delusion ignores the genuine trauma and distress experienced by many abductees.
It's crucial to acknowledge that our understanding of the universe is still evolving, and there may be phenomena beyond our current scientific comprehension. Some researchers propose that the abduction phenomenon may be a form of contact with a non-human intelligence that exists outside our traditional understanding of space and time.
They suggest that these beings may possess advanced technology that allows them to manipulate our perceptions and access our minds in ways we are only beginning to understand.
Others speculate that the abduction phenomenon may be a manifestation of our own collective unconscious. They argue that these experiences, while not necessarily real in a physical sense, may reflect deeper psychological or spiritual truths about our relationship with the unknown.
The truth about UFO abductions remains elusive. We are left with more questions than answers. Are these accounts evidence of extraterrestrial visitors, pushing the boundaries of our understanding of life in the universe? Or are they products of our own minds, revealing hidden depths within ourselves? Perhaps the answer lies somewhere in between. Maybe the abduction phenomenon is a complex interplay of external and internal factors, a convergence of the unknown and the unknowable within us. Whatever the explanation, the abduction phenomenon continues to captivate our imaginations, challenging our beliefs and urging us to look beyond the familiar to the vast and mysterious universe that surrounds us. The pursuit of truth requires both skepticism and wonder, a willingness to question our assumptions while remaining open to the possibility of the extraordinary. Until we have definitive answers, the abduction phenomenon will continue to be a source of debate, fascination, and a haunting reminder of the mysteries that lie beyond our grasp. The UFO abduction phenomenon presents us with a profound mystery. It forces us to confront the limits of our knowledge and the vastness of the unknown. What if these stories are true? What are their intentions? And what about those who claim to have been abducted? Until we have definitive answers, the abduction phenomenon will remain a tantalizing enigma. The search for truth continues.